is CBS News Miami.
Hi there, and thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Pastrana, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. First at 4, police are investigating a deadly shooting at a luxury high-rise in Aventura. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench has the latest.
There are a lot of unanswered questions at this point about this homicide. It was just before 4:30 in the morning when Aventura police were called to this scene. Detectives say they found a man who was dead near the driveway and entrance to the Turnberry on the Green condominium complex at 19501 West Country Club Drive, right across the street from the Aventura Mall. Police immediately said there was no danger to anyone else, but they have not said if this person was targeted or if this was a random shooting. Now, we spoke with one neighbor, Melissa Ben, who was on the phone with her husband when she heard the shots.
I closed the gate to the garage behind me, and I heard a gunshot and I heard screaming, and I'm on the phone with him, and I've never heard a gun in real life. I thought maybe it was some kids with some fireworks. I thought, like, wow, like, don't do that to me. Like, it stopped me in my tracks, and I had like I felt like a heart attack, and I kept walking a few steps to get up the stairs, and then I heard a second gunshot. I ran so fast to my car, and I didn't know where the person was, where it came from. I go to get out, and I see, I guess, the body. And they were just saying, go, go, go. And I left. And I mean, like, this is Aventura. You don't expect that here.
Aventura police have not said if they have a motive or have identified a suspect, but witnesses are urged to come forward. If you can help, call Aventura Police or Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. There is a reward of up to $5,000. In Aventura, Peter Dench, CBS News, Miami.
A small plane plummets into the Everglades, and the pilot waited hours for help. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray has more on the swampy rescue.
The pilot of that single-engine Cessna that crashed in the Everglades is here at Hollywood Memorial Regional Hospital being treated for a leg injury. Let's take a look at video of this dramatic rescue that happened just after 10 o'clock this morning. You can see Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Air arriving and then reaching this pilot who was stuck on the wing of his plane that had gone down. He told them that he had been there since 4 o'clock in the morning. He was located first by a Broward fire rescue crew who had located him using airboats. Now, once he was hoisted up into that chopper, he was airlifted to Hollywood Memorial Regional Hospital, where he was seen going into the ER. He is said to be in good condition. He sustained a leg injury that he is being treated for. Now, here is what we know about the pilot. He had left from a flight school in Homestead. We do not know details on exactly what caused him to go down in the Everglades, but he is doing fine, and we will have updates as they become available. In Hollywood, at Hollywood Memorial Regional Hospital, Joan Murray, CBS News, Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Taking a live look outside right now. A beautiful day on this Halloween, the last day of October. And of course, everyone wants to know how the weather will be for the trick-or-treaters later tonight. It's going to be hot, right, Ivan? Well, so hopefully the costumes aren't too thick.
Hopefully not. This is now the second warmest Halloween on record here in Miami, only to be beaten by 91 degrees set back in 2002. So this is quite something here. 93 is what it feels like. So obviously, the earlier you're getting out, the warmer it's going to be, the more humid it's going to be. Temperatures are going to continue to drop a little bit here, but not much, and not in time to cool us off by any stretch as we head into the next several hours here. As far as any precip, let's take a look at next radar network and also the cloud cover here. We're seeing a few puffy cumulus clouds. The high-resolution computer model forecast rain tracker still insisting on a couple of slithery showers here and there. Watch the clock, though, 6, 7 o'clock, and by the time we get into 8, 9, thankfully, towards the end of the trick-or-treat period here, we could pop a couple little showers. I'm not sold on this. I think still we're looking for a pretty dry evening here. It's just going to be a warm one here as temperatures continue in the mid-80s. Will only drop into the low 80s between 7 and 8 o'clock. All right, heading into Wednesday, November 1st is here. Less humid. Front comes in. It's not going to cool us off. There's a lot of cold air behind it, but it's staying bottled up across the southeast. We will get lower humidity and some very strong winds coming up for Thursday and Friday. I think both days we're going to have issues with wind gusts 25 to 30 miles an hour. Couldn't rule out a few isolated wind gusts of 40 like we saw with the last system. Unlike the last wind event that we had, this one's not going to last the entire weekend. In fact, conditions will improve by Saturday and into Sunday. We do have the front dropping in, so there are a few showers, although these should stay offshore because the wind's out of the north. But then once we shift to a northeasterly wind, those showers begin to pool in here. That'll be the case late tomorrow and then again through the day on Thursday. No significant rain chances here, but anytime you get that wind off the water with enough low-level moisture, you could pop a couple little showers offshore here coming inland. There is the humidity tracker, at least behind this front. We don't get cooler, but at least we get a little less humid and not as tropical as we have been. Checking in on the tropics, we still have this area that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring for potential development. We'll see if it develops. It's not going to be an issue for us. It would be mainly a rain event, I think, for Central America over the next few days and heading into the weekend. And for us, the extended forecast will take us into slightly cooler daytime temperatures, mainly because of the wind coming out of the east, and then we'll increase rain chances a little bit through the weekend before we warm things up to near 90 again heading into Sunday, and by then the sun set at 5:36 after we switch the clocks.
All right, Ivan, thank you. Israeli airstrikes pounded a refugee camp near Gaza City today, leveling apartment buildings while Israeli troops on the ground battle Hamas militants. Palestinian civilians caught in the middle of the fighting are paying the price for this war with their lives. CBS News Miami's Tina Kraus is live in Tel Aviv with the latest. Tina?
Lauren, good evening. The Israeli military says the strike on that refugee camp was targeting a key Hamas commander and killed him. He was linked to the October 7th terror attack on Israel. Even as the Palestinian death toll climbs, Israeli forces say they are committed to destroying Hamas, whatever it takes.
Only craters remain where buildings once stood at the Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza. Rescuers are using their hands to dig out bodies from the rubble. This man holding a bag cries out, "Here they are, children. We are filling up bags with children." The dead are lined up outside a nearby hospital. Inside, corridors are filled with the wounded. This doctor saying, "We have no idea what to do. There are injured everywhere." Hamas health authorities claim Israeli attacks have killed more than 8,500 Palestinians since the war began. Desperation is mounting for survivors. This woman banging on the door of a UN compound. "I just want some flowers," she screams. "I need to feed my children." Israel's military released this footage, which it says shows troops are making progress against Hamas. Hamas put out its own video claiming to show firefights with Israeli troops.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected calls for a ceasefire, vowing to crush Hamas for the October 7th massacre that killed more than 1,400 Israelis.
Rocket attacks from Gaza are ongoing across Israel. This one Tuesday injured 4 people in the city of Ashdod. And victims of the initial Hamas attack are still arriving at Israel's mobile morgue for identification.
All of them had severe signs of abuse and severe signs of torture.
Hamas is also still holding more than 200 hostages. Israel's national security advisor said Tuesday there's no deal in sight for their release.
Hamas has told mediators it plans to release a number of foreign hostages in the coming days. Over the past 5 days, Israeli ground troops have pushed deeper and deeper into Gaza, trying to root out Hamas militants and get those hostages freed. Lauren?
Tina Kraus live for us in Tel Aviv tonight. Thank you. And we'll have more news when we come back. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Messi mania making its way to Paris. Inter Miami star Lionel Messi breaking his own record, taking home an 8th Ballon d'Or, the award given for the top footballer in the world. The last year has been special for Messi, who took home a World Cup title and joined Inter Miami. He's the first player to win the award while on an MLS roster. And now to Fins on CBS Miami. The Miami Dolphins have touched down for their matchup abroad. The Fins took off for Germany last night and arrived earlier today. Their Week 9 game matchup against the Chiefs will take place in Frankfurt. In addition to playing one of the best teams in the league and one of the best quarterbacks in Patrick Mahomes, this is an opportunity for the Dolphins to show off their high-flying offense to an international crowd. A reminder that CBS News Miami is your Dolphin station. Kim Bokamper will be with the Fins all week long in Germany. Watch his reports right here starting tomorrow morning. And then on Sunday, we get things started with Dolphins Weekly Live nice and early at 8 a.m. Then join us for the Coach Mike McDaniel show at 8:30. And then we've got the fifth quarter on TV 33 after the game. Now on the Health Watch, pumpkin season is obviously in full force, and on this Halloween, health experts are highlighting the benefits of the so-called superfood. Dietitians say they are packed with fiber, help with gut health, and can help lower bad levels of cholesterol. Pumpkin is also a good source of antioxidants like vitamin A and C, which protect our cells from damage.
Pumpkin contains beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A, which can be used in the body for multiple great benefits with skin and immunity. We know potassium can help lower blood pressure.
Experts say it's easy to incorporate more pumpkin into your diet, from muffins to pancakes or breads. And Halloween is here. CandyStore.com has compiled a list of the top 10 most popular trick-or-treat choices. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, M&Ms, and Hot Tamales round out the top 3. The controversial candy corn is back on the list at number 8. You either love it or hate it. And according to the National Retail Federation, Americans are expected to spend over $12 billion on Halloween this year. And we want to know if you are in the Halloween spirit. Share it with us. Email photos of your house all decorated with your favorite ghosts and pumpkins. Send it to us to pics@cbsmiami.com, and the power of CBS News Miami and the CBS News Miami stream always at your fingertips. We're on Pluto TV and it's all free, or find us on your favorite streaming device with the CBS News app, then click CBS News Miami. And that's CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Lauren Pastrana. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS Miami.